Dee Dee Bridgewater, the one and only.
How's everybody doing? This has been a benediction this afternoon, all in the name of Charlie Parker. Amen. Amen. Well, Mr. Charlotte and I are going to converse with each other, and if you feel like saying something, feel free. Okay? Here we go. I never get much for moonlit skies. Never reach back at fireflies. Now that the stars are in your eyes, honey, I see the light. I never went in for afterglow, candlelight on the mistletoe. But now, when you turn the lamp down low, honey, I see the light. I used to ramble through the park, did some shadow boxing, it could die. And then you came and caused a spark that's for a live fire now. Whenever moonlit skies never bring back that fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, honey, I see the light.
Hey everybody, it's Peggy D with the Listening Room on UBC TV. How are you? I'm here with the legendary Dee Dee Bridgewater, and she is wrapping up the Charlie Parker Jazz Festival here at Tompkins Square Park. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm alive, and that's good.
So thank you for having this interview with me. You know, you are legendary. I looked at, over 40 years in the industry. 50. You know, I listened to Afro Blue this morning, and in 1974 you did that. That was just awesome. And then I looked at your background. I mean, listen, I've always followed you. You're my inspiration. I said it earlier. Yes, yes. And I looked at what you've done. Coffee. You did Coffee, The Wiz, Brother from Another Planet. See, a lot of people don't know about that one. I know. I love those movies. I love those films. I love those films. So tell me about what inspired you to be so diverse.
Oh, I don't know. I think I just have always loved the arts in general, and I grew up with the Ziegfeld Follies, and musical movies, and then of course theater, and I thought, if I can do it and do it well, why not try it? So
I've loved having my fingers in all different areas of the arts, and I would say that probably jazz is my root base, and so everything is improvisation. It's all about jazz.
What inspires you, though? What inspires you?
Well, today at my ripe age of 75, my inspiration is
75? 75?
yeah, I'm 75.
You are gorgeous. You're gorgeous. 45.
Thank you. But I was just going to say, at my age, I am inspired by life, by my family, my children, my grandchildren, the fact that I still have relevance, I think, in the world and am able to tour. So I feel if people want to see me and hear me and have me perform, then it would behoove me to sit on my boom boom and do nothing. I love performing. I love making people happy. And whatever idiom of the arts that I'm in, I love it.
Well, the industry needs you very desperately. We need you very desperately. Let's talk about what 3 Grammys, NEA Jazz Master, Tony, Academy Award in the future.
That would have to be a movie that I do, but I don't know that will happen. I mean, I always did want to go back and do more film acting, but the opportunities that I've had, I have not been able to fulfill because they always coincided with my touring. So, I have a clause in my writer that says I can get out, but when I meet the producers and they're doing these movies, they're like, "Oh no, we don't want to take you from you," and I'm like, "It's no," and it never happens. So I don't know. I don't think that is what God had in store for me when He put me on this earth. I could always sing, and it seems that it's always about the jazz and always about singing, whatever it is that I'm doing.
Do you write?
Occasionally. Okay.
I know you produce.
Yeah, I do. That I do. Yeah, I produce all my albums. And I produce a couple of other people, yeah.
So it takes a real skill to produce yourself. So how you accomplish that?
Well, I try to handle all of the business aspects as best I can, and if I don't know something about any area of the producing of an album project, then I will seek out the information that I need. Now my oldest daughter, Tulani Bridgewater Kowalski, also helps me with the producing. So with this latest album I have out, Elemental, which is this duo album I've done with Bill Charlap, I executive produced and I funded, and then my daughter handled all of the stuff in the studio because I was in the studio singing, so she was handling all of the production stuff in the studio. So we are a great team. We've been together since 1999. But it's okay to produce oneself. I mean, I know what I want. I know the sound that I'm looking for. So I just, in all of the different situations, I just try and put the best team together, the best sound situation together in the studios. And if I'm not in the studio, I just try and put together the best teams that I can. So I do my research, and I think that's really what it's about, is coming prepared, and knowing what you need to do, what is required as a producer or an executive producer or whatever it is you do. Look at you.
Do you mix it?
You produce yourself, right? Yes, you do. So you've learned all that you need to do in order to be behind the camera, to edit and do all of that, to do your interviews. So, when we find something that we love, if we really love it, I think we all try and give 100%. Okay.
So, because I can hear you here. So, do you mix as well? Do you mix?
I sit in the room with the sound engineer. I don't do that. I have never learned the board. So the soundboard. So I work now primarily with my sound engineer who accompanies me on my shows. He does my live performances, and then he just did Elemental. He recorded that, and he will probably be doing my next album projects because he knows me well. He knows my voice. He knows the sound that I'm looking for. He studied with my engineer, my guru engineer, who was Al Schmidt, and so we have the same auditory sensibilities and desires. So, yeah, his name is Tim Zick. Yeah.
I met Mr. keyboard player that you're playing with. What's his name?
Bill Charlap.
Yes.
Yes, the pianist.
Yeah, I just met him. He's a pretty cool guy.
He is a very cool guy.
Yeah.
He's
I
won
listened to him
Grammys
this
too.
morning. Yeah, I listened to him this morning.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, what a great combo.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a great combination.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, being a keyboard player, a pianist, and working with, because he does his own things as well. And working
Oh, he's very well known.
yeah, yeah.
Bill Charlap.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
one-
Yeah. But he's a pianist, not a keyboard player. There's a distinction.
There's a very big
Okay, so he is a pianist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So let's talk about Elemental.
Okay.
That's out now.
Yep.
And the single is Honeysuckle Rose.
The single was Honeysuckle Rose. When it came out, I was quite tickled that the label that distributes my label is DDB Records, and then I'm distributed by Mac Avenue Records. And so as my distributing label, I have allowed them to make some choices for the business side of things. So they came to me and said, we want a single. And I was like, haha, that's funny. In jazz? Okay. And then they said, can you make some choices? I said, no, if you want a single, then you're going to choose a single. And so they chose Honeysuckle Rose. And I never asked them why, because I was touring when it happened. And but it was a very good entree, I would say, with radio stations and, well, with a lot of jazz people, jazz journalists, critics. It was a very good entree. So sometimes you have to learn to let go.
So these are some of the selections that you will find on our newly released CD called Elemental.
I just finished a summer tour. It was, I was touring. I did some dates in the U.S. with Bill before. I went to Europe, but with my all-female band that I call We Exist, we did a 26 concert tour, and it was quite exhausting. So we've been off for 2 weeks. I got home on August 7th. So I've been just trying to sleep a lot, and this is the first time I'm singing in 2 weeks, and so my voice is still asleep. So I'm going to go home and wake it up.
I know. I heard you just said I've been singing 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah. Well, I know it and I feel it. So. Yeah.
We love you.
Well, thank you.
We love you.
Thank you,
are
Peggy.
A legend. And what I want to talk to you about, I know that you have to go, but what advice do you have for young singers, jazz singers, who just starting out? What advice would you give?
Well, I mean, I say to all singers, all musicians, whatever their craft is, to try to learn your voice. If we're speaking about singers, learn your voice, learn your body inside out, so that you know what your capabilities are, how far you can go. I say to singers, your voice is your voice. Our voices are all unique. Do not try to imitate and be someone you are not. Be yourself and learn how to love yourself. Be yourself, and then whatever material you are doing, do it 100%. If you are writing your own material, get some kind of counseling or critiquing of your material so that you know what you're doing is good and it's going to be able to be well received. If you are doing like I do and just doing covers of material, you want to learn the songs and learn the stories so that you can tell those stories to the best of your ability. If you are a singer-songwriter, you've got to be able to deliver your story. And so diction is very important, and just, of course, one has to rehearse. One has to, like I said, know their voice. So, learn all of the techniques that are necessary for you as an individual singer to deliver your music. And breathing is very important. You have to learn how to breathe. I think that is the primary thing that all singers should learn is breathing, proper breathing. Otherwise, you will get to your 70s like me and you won't have a voice. So my voice is stronger now than it has been in many years, and I just attribute it to, having learned fundamentally how to breathe at a very young age, and so that it's now second nature to me, taking care of my body, taking care of my mind, staying as healthy as I can, surrounding myself with positive people. Musicians have to be positive, or they cannot be in my band and in my world. I like positivity, so I say all of those kinds of things to young singers.
Do you meditate?
No, not in the sense of sitting and no, I don't do anything.
Music is a meditation.
Yes, music is healing.
I want to ask you talk about one last thing before we go.
Okay.
It's Billie Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
You did a tribute to Billie Holiday. What's your relationship? Your feeling with Billie Holiday?
Well, I portrayed Billie Holiday in 3 different productions of musicals or music or theater. Play with music is what I'm trying to say. So I did 3 productions of that. The first was in Paris and London, and then I revisited her again in New York. I did it off Broadway. I did this show off Broadway. My relationship with Bill, and then I recorded an album honoring her, and that's one of my Grammys. That album is called To Billie with Love, Eleanor Fagan. So, I know a lot about Billie Holiday, a lot about her life. In terms of the music, I know all of the music that I've listened to. I've listened to a lot of her music because when I had to prepare for the first play that I did called Lady Day, I had to learn a lot of her music. And from listening to Billie so much and then portraying her, I was able to find her voice. And to this day, I can still talk like her and I can sing like her and imagine her phrasing and all of that. So, and then telling her life story, there's a lot of pain in it. But there was also a lot of joy in her life, through musicians that she met and the music that she did. So what I try to do when I talk about Billie is to show the whole woman, the whole human being, and not get caught up in this maudlin, drug-addled individual that she was portrayed to be, because that was not all Billie Holiday.
That's the commercial part.
Mm-hmm.
Her phrasing, everything came through her soul.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to be able to do that is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I heard you sing some bluesy stuff too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Billie was like that. She had the jazz. She fused jazz and blues together.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear that in you as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 So, but Billie is a very special human being. And I like to think in terms of our relationship, I put her to bed. I am at a place now where I feel good with how I portrayed her, the things that she wanted me to do. And she used my body. I had experiences where I felt that she was literally in my body and had taken over my body. So, and we've, when I did it again, when I did Lady Day, and they called it Lady Day the musical this time, at the Little Schubert. Lord have mercy. I was like, where was I? Oh my God. Yeah, I did it, and I had to talk with her, and I said, listen, I can do this, and we can do this, and you can be side by side with me, but you cannot take over my body. So, because she did. Yeah, no, when I did it, seriously, when I did it in London at the Piccadilly Theatre, I received fan mail addressed to Billie Holiday. I had people come backstage to meet me and would come down the hallway of the backstage theater area going, Billie, remember me? I met you, da-da-da. And I'm like, I'm Dee Dee Bridgewater. I'm not. But they saw Billie Holiday. So, no, that's serious. It was serious. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I would love to sit and do a longer interview with you, and we can just, with this virtual so we can just talk in detail.
Yeah.
So, because I just adore you so much.
Well, thank you,
and
Peggy.
I thank you for everything that you've done to the genre of music, period.
Well, thank you.
And jazz, but just music, period.
Thank you.
And I don't get emotional, but I am. It's just, I thank God for you.
Wow.
Really.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing what you do.
Yeah. Well, I'm here to document our
Yeah.
history.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And it is important that it be done.
Yeah.
So thank you.
People are changing our stories.
Yes, they
We
are.
have to get it right.
Yes, we do.
We have to get it right.
Yes.
And the only way to do it is
Like this.
like this.
Yes.
And we'll never go.
There we go.
How can people follow you? Because we need to get that out. And social media.
Well, I mean, I have Facebook page and I have Instagram page and I have a LinkedIn page and, my oldest daughter handles that. That is not my thing.
Well, we'll get that
But
out.
yeah, I've got all those handles, yeah.
And get the album out there. And I'm gonna do everything.
Thank you. And then I have a website, but
Yeah.
those are now ancient things. Those are now dinosaurs, but but you can find out where Bands in Town has all my concerts and all that stuff, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can purchase the album as well.
Yes, you can always purchase the album. Yes.
I
Thank
adore
you. Thank you,
Thank you so
Peggy.
much.
I appreciate
And
it.
I'm looking forward to Dee Dee Bridgewater today.
Okay. Well, I got to go find her.
You will.
Okay. Thank you, Peggy.
All right. Peggy Dodson with the listening room with the fabulous, legendary Dee Dee Bridgewater. Woohoo! We'll be right back.